Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about what are the best back exercises. Now I'm going to talk about two in particular. You will be familiar with these exercises if you go to the gym already. But if you're new around here and you are a beginner to the gym, then note these down. Note these down and how they affect different things and why I've chosen these two. So I'm going to get straight into it, but before we do, check out the link in the description, my Lean Muscle Protocol program, my personalized program to gain muscle and strength as quickly as possible. If you're not interested in that, you can also send me a message about online coaching to my website. So go check that out. Hope you enjoy the video. So the first exercise we're going to be talking about is pull-ups. Now pull-ups are pound for pound strength, one of the best exercises because you are pulling your own weight. You can't cheat pull-ups. Don't get me wrong, you do get that sort of CrossFit kind of technique with it where they kind of swing back and forth. I'm talking about controlled chin over the bar pull-ups, right? They extend at the bottom fully and come all the way up. Now these are difficult. This is a difficult exercise to do, but you can improve on these week by week. And also once you get to a certain level, say like you're on like 12 reps, you don't need to go much past that unless you're looking to do like endurance or some other particular goal. But in the terms of muscle and strength gain, I was just getting a weighted belt at that point and ultimately adding a few kilos, perhaps 5, 10, then 20, 30, up to whatever. The sky is the limit with this. I am personally doing inverted chin-ups at the moment. I'm up to 50 kilos for about 4 to 5 reps. That is my best so far. But my point is, you can overload these over time. I've been going to the gym 5.5 years and I'm still overloading these. It's a great exercise. Gives you the width to your back, gives you that V-taper, the wings that come out underneath here. And especially when you get in close and you do the correct form, you can ultimately achieve a lot of lat growth, which ultimately makes that Dorito shape, which we're all looking for in the gym to become as big and strong as possible. Now, the next one is rows. This can be any type of row, right? But I'm going to tell you the ones I like to do. I like to do bent over rows. And I like to do single arm rows. And that's just my preference. I like bent over the rows at the moment is because I'm trying to create raw strength. I'm not doing it with any reps. Some people would be like, oh, that's not optimal for the back. But I like to gain raw strength at the moment and ultimately increase my strength of being able to pick things up off the floor and not have to worry about doing reps, that kind of thing. Now, is that the most optimal for back growth? Perhaps not, right? But we've all got different goals, all different ambitions within the gym, that kind of thing. Single arm rows, you can still do raw as well. You can use reps for both of these if your goal is purely hypertrophy for your back. But if it's a mix of strength, functional fitness and muscle growth, then you can do it without. It depends on what your goals are. But ultimately that is going to give you the thickness in the back which you are looking for, that density in the middle in your traps, your rhomboids and your lats, that thickness of the muscle. I would say pull downs and, like I just said, pull ups, the sort of vertical come down with the back exercises. That gives you the width. Horizontally, that gives you the thickness, right? Those are the general rules of thumb. Now, I rotate these on a 4-day program. Say I'd have like an upper day. I will be doing rows on one day and then ultimately chin-ups or pull-ups or pull-downs on the other. Now, that is most optimal for me. That's how I get the best gains. That's how I get the most muscle growth and ultimately strength increase. That works for me best. Find out what works for you the best. Find out if you're really weak in one area and you're not wide at all, but you're naturally quite thick in your back, do it twice a week. Do pull-ups twice a week and see what happens. This is not the same for everyone else. It's not the same rule of thumb for everyone. Don't get me wrong, there are generalized rules, but everyone's body is different. So my best advice to you after 5.5 years of training is to experiment. And ultimately that is where you're going to get the most and find out what's best for you, what's best for your schedule, what's best for your life. Because what might work for me best may not work for you best, right? As I say, there's generalized rules, but we can ultimately all improve over time. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope it's been helpful. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, and I shall see you later.